Okay, my next example, we want to find all the zeros for a polynomial function. In this situation, we have f of x, 4x cubed minus 20x plus 16. Okay, so it doesn't obviously factor to us. So there's nothing we can try there. Now, what we can do, when we use our calculator, we want to see how many real zeros does it have. So we go to our calculator here. In the y1, we'll type our function. Okay, we take a look at the graph. We can see the 3 zeros, but I can't get a good look at it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in, zoom box. What I'm looking for are rational zeros, the numbers that can be represented as fraction. So what I'm going to do here is this is going to be my new viewing window. So I'm using a zoom box here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see, does it look like we cross at any rational numbers? So there's the first line, not so much. Okay, so it looks like we're crossing here at x equals a positive 1 exactly. I'll just double check that using the value. So when x is 1, what's the value of y? Y is 0. So what I know right away, x equals 1 is a solution, and it's rational. The other two answers do not look rational. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use synthetic division and break this thing down. So 1 goes in the box. We have 4, 0x squared minus 20x and 16. And we're going through our synthetic division algorithm. So we're dropping the 4, multiplying, adding, multiplying, getting a remainder of 0. So what we have now, what we did was we factored out x minus 1. That was our solution, x equals 1. And now what we're left with is 4x squared plus 4x minus 16. Okay, so now we're down to a quadratic. So the x minus 1 equals 0, that's finished. We know x equals 1. We knew that from the graph. We have multiple ways to solve a quadratic, so let's take a look at this. I know notice that 4 is going to factor out of each and every term. So we ask ourselves, factoring is always our best method. Can you think of two numbers that will multiply to a negative 4 and add to 1? Answer in this situation is no. So what we're going to have to do, use quadratic formula and break this thing down. So we have x equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4 times the a term times the c term all over 2a. Continue breaking it down. Underneath the radical, it looks like we're going to have 1 plus 16. So the square root of 17 all over 2. So here we have our three answers. Our first answer was x equals 1. Our other two answers, negative 1 plus the square root of 17 over 2, and negative 1 minus the square root of 17 all over 2.